Good morning, guys. Just wanted to come in with an update. Woke up early because the wind was blowing pretty hard. We're getting some rain and the power is out already. I don't know how long it's been out because I woke up and it was out. So that's the update. We're going to keep an eye on today. Hopefully the storm passes by without too much trouble. But just wanted to say good morning and let you know where we're at right now. Well guys, just wanted to come back with an update. Still got wind. It's not doing too bad right now. Slowed down a little. But I'm going to take a walk around while the rain's lightened up and just see how things are looking. I see a tree came down in the neighbor's property.
Nothing big over here though. Just some little branches like that, some twigs. This dead one is hanging on. We came to the mobile home to see if it was okay. Nothing's fallen on it.
Everything looks good over here.
Yeah.
Perfect. I always appreciate a second chance. Now I have a chance to finally call somebody and have that tree taken down.
I did spot one thing though. The camphor tree blew over in that pot.
They must have kept going straight. Oh, they're over there turning around.
And while we're out driving around, we spotted a aquarium. Look at that.
Yep.
Wait, we're gonna get the one. Oh, it's on the line. Let's not bother with that one. Here's another branch in the road.
So we made it through the day. It's 9 o'clock at night. Everything's looking okay. Storm's over. But we're still without power from the time we woke up, before we woke up.
Yeah.
I mean, in the dark wee hours of the morning. All the way until now, still no power. But we're having a little late night burrito.
Yep.
Luckily, our bus has an inverter. And we were able to plug in a little cooker and make some frozen burritos, and our freezer is plugged in and staying cold, and everything's going smoothly. Right now we have a light because we have a flashlight using a DIY battery operated light, and it might cause some banding in the video. I don't know if it does. It's really bad at that. It has flicker.
It'll probably do that.
Hopefully you guys can deal with that. Just wanted to give the update and say that we are okay. And it was a good day. Nothing happened.
Just a lot of branches in the yard. A lot of little ones, little leaves. Yep.
Hopefully the power comes back on. We actually saw a power line down the road that was cracked at the base and it was leaning over into the trees. So that's probably the big problem. Nobody was working on it, but I'm sure they'll come around and get to it eventually.
They probably drive on all the roads and inspect everywhere.
So we're going to keep eating, and we'll see you guys in the morning. Well guys, we woke up this morning and we still had no power. So I had to check the fridge and freezer, They were doing okay, but the inverter did shut down overnight because I had it running off battery power only. And when the battery gets down to 11 volts, it kicks off to protect the battery. So no problem. I started up the bus, ran it for a little while. It's amazing how long our freezer can run off of battery alone. I'm pretty impressed with that. So anyway, all the food is fine. But at that point, we're 24 hours without power this morning. So we just waited it out and did our best to make it through breakfast and lunch. And I'll tell you, we finally were getting kind of bored and we said, let's go shopping.
Yeah.
We needed a couple things at the store. We thought, nothing's going on around here. And literally, as we were walking out the door, the power came on.
Yeah.
I mean, as we're literally passing through the doorway.
Because we left our entryway light on so that we would know when the power comes back on, and it turned on.
And that was about 4 o'clock-ish. So that was the longest we've been without power since being here. And it surprised us, honestly, how long it was out.
So that was about a day and a half.
Yeah. The good news, the trampoline didn't blow away.
Yeah.
It's still here. And we did not flood. I should have made note of that yesterday, but pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because I thought our worst case scenario was, oh, we're going to get flooding. And it just didn't happen. So that's really good. You guys saw our area wasn't hit super bad. We had a bunch of trees and limbs down. But otherwise, everybody's house made it out okay.
Around here, yeah. When we were driving around, there's some branches down here and there. Sometimes in the road.
We did
a lot of little branches like everywhere. But nothing major.
We decided to take a little ride around town to just see how things were looking and check on that mobile home.
Yeah.
So, and that's it. Not too much to share. Luckily for us, there's not too much to share.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. We took the time to do some cleaning in the house. We put together a bookshelf for our son's bedroom.
Yep.
He's got a shelf to organize his stuff on now. And just basically hung out, and the time passed pretty easily.
Cleaned our bedroom up. Did some photo album stuff. I don't know. Just made it through.
And now that we made it through this, we know maybe what areas we need to work on more for our preparedness. And I know this wasn't like a severe storm for us because we made it out okay. But for example, our roof was not prepared. When we finished our roof, we left the gable trim off our metal roofing because we wanted to finish out our eaves first, get the soffits in, put the side fascia on, and then we were going to put our gable trim on. We just haven't gotten to that, and it's been fine up until this point. But during that windy day, our roof was starting to like roll up. The wind was getting under that edge. Because you can imagine like the roof, basically the roof comes to an edge, and here's the side, the gable, and there's nothing there, so the wind can get under the metal and start rolling it. And it was starting to flap, and it was scaring me.
Yeah, because the very edge isn't screwed down.
And I thought, we don't want to start losing our roof. Once those screws start pulling out, it's just going to go. So I hurried up and got out there, and I just threw some woodworking clamps on the roof to hold the metal down.
And that worked great.
And I'm glad I was able to get the roof before any damage was done. But that's an area where I really need to get working on those roof edges because you need a secure roof. Definitely. So I'll try to put that up on the list, the priority list.
Yeah.
Some of you guys know that we're on well water. You might want to know how we managed our water without power. We have this big blue tank right there. And that is our well tank. It's a pressure tank. So what that does is it holds quite a bit of water under pressure because there's an air bladder in it pushing against it. So it holds that so that every time you turn on the water, your well pump doesn't have to kick on. It just saves your well pump motor's life because you can use that pressurized water until
it gets low enough and then it fills all up again.
Right. So with that in mind, we were able to conserve our water, and that tank alone lasted us through the almost a full day and a half. We just ran out of water maybe an hour or two before the power came on. So the well setup works really good for these short-term power outages because you do have that reserve of water, and it'll just keep coming like normal without your well pump kicking on until it hits that neutral pressure zone where it just doesn't have any more pressure in the tank to push. But like I said, that was enough to basically, you know, do the little things, brush our teeth, flush the toilet,
fill up the Berkey.
Yeah, I filled the Berkey before the power went out, I think the night before. We have this big water filter, the Berkey water filter. It's a gravity-fed filter. So you fill the top, gravity feeds down, and you have fresh water. So we have the huge one. It's like 4 gallons or something. So we had like 4 gallons of drinking water ready to go. We had plenty of water. Mm-hmm. We couldn't take showers. That would have wasted it, but that was fine.
It's easy to go couple days without a shower.
We're actually considering expanding our well tank system and having 2 well tanks so that we can double our reserve of water.
Yeah.
And that would be a big help during these kind of weird times.
Yep.
And it would also help save wear and tear on our well pump because our well pump would have to run less. It's not the length of time the pump runs, it's how many times it turns on and off. That wears out the motor. So you're better off having the pump turn on and run for a couple minutes straight if it has to fill up 2 tanks and then turn off, than to have to keep turning on and off, on and off. So the more storage, the better. We might do that. That'd be a good upgrade. I think that's it. It was
fine for our area, and we've had storms that were worse than this. Like more rain than what we got, and I don't know.
And I'm so glad, because now I can keep working on the house.
Yep.
Keep working on the mobile home. No delays. We're excited, so stay tuned for all that. I think that's all we have for now. Just wanted to give you guys the update and let you know that we are okay and no problems here. So, thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.
See ya.